It didn't repeat. I think the audio is good. Always gotta check that audio. What happens if you don't check the audio? You stream for like 20 minutes with no mic, and then sadness overtakes you. Delicious sadness. Sounds good. Sounds delightful. A true, what's it called? Feast for the ears. I bought things. I pre-ordered this book. I have pre-ordered this guy here. And then if we go order Stormcasts, I got some used models. So I got these guys for 40 bucks instead of 70. Yeah, so I got a unit of these guys because they're pretty cool. I didn't buy the chariot. I was considering, but I didn't. And I got a unit of 5 of a different dude. I don't know if they sell them. I don't see them. These guys. I got 5 of these guys. So that's cool. But we're here for the news. The news. On to the rumor engine. This looks so Dark Eldar. Or it could be Slanesh, I guess. But it feels more Dark Eldar. I feel like this would be like the place where you would put like a Dark or a Slanesh icon. So this definitely feels something that's Dark Eldar. Which is hard to believe. Dark Eldar getting new models? Who would have thought? Oh, it's the this guy on the bug. He's kind of cool. The Sylvanas stuff is really cool. I did buy into them, but then I decided I'm never going to paint them and I don't want to. I mostly just liked Alariel here. I mostly just wanted this model, but now I've sold this model, so I don't own it anymore. Because I'm like, I don't actually want to paint that, so. He's cool. The Gyronite, Tale of the Twin-Tailed Crusade has fallen, foul, starved, Gorger Mawpax while winding its way through the Scabraeus sprawl. That's a lot of words that are words. But who is Kurnoth? Like dormant consort, Kurnoth is more of a mystery. The god of the hunt. Oh, he's the god of the hunt. Was slain by the armies of Nurgle in the Age of Chaos. Huh. He is pretty cool. Friendly Salvan Athenas wholly within range of this ability can attempt to charge even if they ran the same turn. Oh, that's neat. He's definitely charging. Oh, it's got a war scroll. I probably didn't need to buy that book because I'm probably going to get a war scroll like soon. So I probably didn't need to buy the book, but I wanted the book. I'm curious about it. He's cool. The Cities of Sigmar stuff? Man, the Cities of Sigmar stuff looks so good. Have you seen it? I mean, we've seen it last week. It's so good. These guys, excellent. 10 out of 10. Would spend all pennies on, except I didn't, so I guess I wouldn't. Like, look at this. Can I zoom in more? Like, look at the ornate design to these shields. They're beautiful. And then the cannon. Oh, the cannon is so good. Do we have like a 360 the cannon? That dude's drinking a beer. Oh, look at that cannon. That is heavy duty. Look at that. That's good stuff. Are those purity seals? Those look like purity seals. It's on the other side, you can't see. What is this barrel thing here? It looks very heavy. And it matches this one. Can they like pop out the barrel? Oh, it's got a crane. So do they just pop out this barrel and put it to the ground? And then take this loaded barrel and lift it up and put it in there? And it's just like a revolver sort of thing going on? Huh. It is definitely cool though. But yeah. Whole City Sigmar's range rise for pre-order on Saturday. Firmly returning to the mortal realm. Some of the finest painters in the community. So let's take a look at them. I love this part. I love looking at cool models. Look at this. He looks almost like a 3D render. Look at that shading. That's good. Applied a prismatic style to the Alchemite Warforger. That's pretty cool. Look at this guy. It's that same kind of like really like high contrast, like a 3D render. It's really good. True talent. Look at this guy. He's just like miserable. He looks all grumpy. He's well painted. He looks good. He just looks all grumpy. He's like, oh, out to battle again. I'm gonna move this over here. Put that there. These guys look good. Like, look at these. I love these corners of the shield that are just like, oh, you can't see my mouse. No, you can. I like the corner of these shields right there. These corners, how they're like filigree. So good. Also, that head in there is kind of spooky. Oh, another Technicolor one. He's such a grimdark model. Oh, he's got like a really hot cube too. What's he doing with this hot cube? Look at that. It's so good. Look at this. Look at this shading, like the bright red, but then it kind of like gets muddy around the edges. Oh, I love this. Like oh, that's so good. I just love that. And the base is like really subtle and simple. Oh, it's so good. Did they? I don't think they had these names like right next to the models before in earlier ones, did they? Maybe they did. All I know is it's like so good. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at all these. Oh, this one here, this pink one's cool. I like this pink one. I like this more muted green over this more saturated one. The purple is good too. I like darker red. This bright red's too much. I think this green, this purple, and pink are my favorite. This purple's my favorite though, definitely. Oh, look at this guy. He's so serious. It's like a saber. That little thing at the end here makes it feel like a power sword from 40K. Oh, a curved saber. Oh wait, no, it's been some conversion work. It might actually be a power sword. Interesting. That's good stuff. I'm excited to click on this one. Oh, this is Black Library stuff. Look at this. It's Dorn. Temple of Silence. Far from the blood-slick battlefields of the mortal realms, monsters, demons, and spirits prey on civilians and sow terror in towns and villages. This is something that's true. Like, there's so much war. It's true for 40K too, where like there's all these big wars, but like there's still a lot of like stuff roaming about. Like there can just like be a band of goblins just like tooling around a town, and they just come in at night and steal stuff. And every so often they get a little rambunctious, and then they like catch a city guard off, and then they take him out, and it's like there's goblins afoot. There's like a spookiness. I think these are models you can buy. They're really nice. With this hat, look at that hat, that's cool. Oh, they have like a bunch of books. Penned a few. Oh, wow. There's actually a bunch of books for these two. Huh. So they got quite the adventures. Very interesting. Oh, boy. Witness the Warden of Lost Souls riding to warn this battleboard. Dawnbringers 3, The Long Hunt. Wow. Deep into the realms of Akwishi and Gairan to put down the forces of chaos once and for all, or die trying. The latest leg of the crusade sees the Stormcast Eternals character from the lore return to the battlefield with a spectacular new miniature, Ionis Cryptborn, Warden of Lost Souls. Look at him! He's so good! And he's got like a skull here. To mark his return on Warhammer Plus, they put him through his paces. Interesting. He's on a giant dragon. First up, it's known as a Draconith around these parts. But yes, Ionis Cryptborn, last seen in the early days of Warhammer Age of Sigmar as Lord Relector during his quest for Galmars, has returned, reforged, and given the rank of Arch Relector. He now rides upon his mighty Draconoth Chathorak? Just about everyone when we saw the new miniature in the Dawnbringers Record, we had to play a game with it. Oh, they have him up against the. Look at that. Is that Bloodletter? What's the name of the corn demons? I'm gonna. No, it's not Bloodletter. Those are the little guys. I don't remember. This model is so good. This is an older model, but it's so good. I'm thinking. Bloodthirster. It's a Bloodthirster. I'm pretty sure it's a Bloodthirster. Oh, look at that model. This model's really good too. Aspiring Deathbringer with Gorax and Skullhammer. Demon Prince, he's been sold out everywhere. I tried to look for him today. I think Scarbrand builds into it. Yeah, Bloodthirster. It's a Bloodthirster. Yeah, Bloodthirster. I forgot. But then I remember. So yeah, Bloodthirster. So I guess they're doing corn. Oh, look, we got, oh, they just got regular, what's it called? Just the regular sword and board guys, except with hammers. Oh, and those, I think that's concussors right there. I have those. What's he like in game? Just a devastating respect. Fly around a giant Draconoth, which can set foes on fire. What? And rip them apart. Oh, it's so good. This is pretty cool. It's like it's a whole article that we're talking about him. We'll put that in cool things. Oh, so he actually fights Skullbrand. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna move this. Everything went crazy. I'm gonna move this over here because I want my closed tabs to go where I want them to go. Here's how we're expanding our collections. Oh, it's available for pre-order. Okay. Fan of each sub-faction of the city encapsulates the city, but also acts as a jumping off point if you want to do something different. Decent cavalry. Oh, is there gonna be like a rules for just heavy guns, like gun line? Because that's what I want. From mighty griffins to ill-tempered war horses that bite and kick at the enemies, the war beasts of the Excels are bred for strength and ferocity. Add 1 to wound characters of friendly Excels monsters. In addition, anytime a friendly Exiles or Exilis Cavalier unit fights, after all its attacks have been resolved, pick one enemy unit within 3 inches of that free Cavalier's unit. Roll a dice for each model in that Cavalier's unit. On a 4+, suffers a mortal wound. Oh, they just like, that's cool. They're pretty cool. I'm more interested in the Bretonians though, but these do look good. Greywater Fastness. Try different tactic. Free-Gerald Fusiliers. Are those the shooting guys? Oh, it is them. Oh. Have plenty of real estate in their shields. Quarter scheme. You're able to use the all-out attack 3 times. You can use all attack command 3 times in your shooting phase. Oh. In addition, the first 2 times a friendly Greywater Fastness unit receives the all-out attack command in your shooting phase, a command point is not spent. Oh, what? You can just open fire like crazy. What is this? Temporal Blades is a spell with cast value of 7 and a range of 9. Pick a friendly City of Sigmar elf unit, wholly within range of the visible caster until start your next hero phase. When making save rolls for attacks made with melee weapons. So you really can just still mix in a bunch of other City of Sigmar stuff. I wonder what's in that new book. Just got elves. Just elves just vibing. Oh, and then these are kind of like colored to match the elves with the darks and the purples. Like all these dark tones. Oh, that's actually kind of badass. That's really nice. Oh, that's really good. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh yeah, this is what I'm interested in. Does it come to Canada? So these magazines, they're in I know they're in the UK, and they did a 40K one, and then they did a Sigmar one, and you subscribe, and you get a magazine, but it also comes with like a sprue of some dudes and like full models. Like there's like in the 40K one, you get like a whole repulsor tank and stuff. The problem is I'm really lukewarm on these wargs. And a lot of this stuff is going to be in that Dominion box. And at my LGS, where I got my cheap models, they have Dominion there, like for $125. And I'm like, holy cow, that's like such a good deal. If I didn't already have like a ton of Stormcast, and I just picked up a couple things, I would have got it. Kind of wishing I brought a Chariot now that I'm thinking about it. Mistake maybe? I don't know. I have a lot of Stormcast. I need to like add them up. Launches in the US today is absolutely round with Warhammer goodness. You get miniatures in most issues. What is some most issues? There's also two. Oh, I think because some issues I think come with parts of a model. So like the one for the repulsor in the 40K I think was spread across multiple magazines. So you got like one frame of the repulsor, and then you got another frame, and then I think the third one you got the last frame. Don't quote me on that. I don't know 100% for sure, but I think that's how it works. So like a bigger model, you might get some of it. If you subscribe before November, for the 15th of November, you receive a free Haguk. Yeah, I just don't really vibe with these orcs though, is the problem. Oh, see, this is everything you'll get. Oh, see, you get Dragon Knights. You get those Dragon Knights. And a Chariot. Oh. That's actually cool. Look at all that good Stormcast stuff. And some terrain, too. Introductory games. By the end, you also build up force of Sylvaneth, Cadron, Overlords, Ironjaws, Doomside kits. Also, like this oh yeah, there is Sylvaneth in there, and Caradron Overlords. And then inside you got all sorts of cool stuff. Is it only like, I don't think it ships to Canada though. See, it's US Warhammer Stormbringer.com. You're, you I accept all cookies. Yeah, see, US or UK. Big sad. Big sad. Look at these little baby land raiders. They're so adorable. I have this thing in my brain now that I kind of almost want to get like, I want to make like a mini version of 30K with just these models. Measure everything in centimeters. Don't need to do it though. Just little baby land raiders. These feel very old, epic. Miniature versions of these guys. That's crazy. But I will not be playing that game. So with the latest battle scroll bedded in a month after play, it's time to pack all the changes that have affected the state of play. General's Handbook. What's this? Overall changes. Bone Reapers are down, but they're still number 1. Gadron Overlords, Flesh Eater Courts. Seraphon, interesting. Where's my guys? Slaves of Darkness, 47. Stormcast Eternals, 49. Slaves have gone up. Although I don't know what this win rate is based on. Like, I mean, I know what it's based on, but like, I don't make army lists for effectiveness. I make them for all the cool stuff I want. So I don't know how effective my armies would be. Anyways, I'm assuming these are optimal lists. Other factions been monitoring. Yeah, I gotta use endless spells. I got the Stormcast one that's just all hammers. I love that. The Malevolent Maelstrom, the most aggressive pretty spell. Do they have Purple Son of Sheesh? I have that. I don't think it's here. I don't see. The Quicksilver Sword is cool too. I almost want to get more casters for my Stormcast army. I only think I have only 1, but that's all I need because I'm only casting the hammers. Look at that model. I think that's the bigger giant, especially when compared to that flying ship next to him. Balance of the game. Yeah, I have to like kind of figure out how to play Sigmar again. Warhammer tickets. Grand Narrative Pilot System. What's this? Starting the 16th of November, Grand Narrative is an immersive Warhammer campaign experience that stretches across 3 days. A narrative game set in rooms that look and feel and smell. I wouldn't know because I can't smell. Like their canonical settings. Octarius. Oh, look. Armies. Look at that knight army. That's cool. I also want to work on my knight army. Look at that guard. Only 1 Bane Blade? Ha. Casual. Ooh, Horse Heresy events. Warcry events. Blood Bowl. Oh, he looks so happy. Middle Earth tournaments too. That's cool stuff. Definitely not going. Ooh, more painted models. Oh, so this is the cool stuff. All right, so here's this model. This model slaps. I love this model. That's really good. Look at those feathers. Oh, look at this take on the feathers. That's good too. Ooh, and this one's good too. I think this one's my favorite though. This one's very clean. I like this one. Oh, look at that though. That's interesting. That purple. Oh, look at this one. Look at that fading. That's crazy. Even in the fur. Holy cow. This one's good too. Wow. I don't think mine would look that good. Oh, look at that one too. That one's interesting. Look at that. This is what I kind of do with mine. Very dark colors. That silver armor looks really good though. My Stormcaster just gold and red. So a red dragon's gonna look good with them. This is a much brighter red. Still silver here, more gold on the shoulder pads. Very interesting, very interesting. This is a red cloak on a red dragon, interesting. The white underneath. I did this with my lion when I painted my my Lionel Johnson. I did the dark green cloak, and then I did this bone inside. It was a pain in the butt. Looks good though. Everyone seems to be doing that though. Look at that though. That looks, actually I do like that better. Prime the dragon gray so I can use washes on him. And there are contrast paints. Gold armor. And then this black armor with gold highlights. That looks good. I might do something like this. This one looks good too. Dang. Oh, now we have the bugs. Look at this. Look at that. How do you do that? With like hours of skill. And it's like this little shine mark. It looks prismatic. That's really good. And look at the leaves. It's like fall. Damn. This is the Emerald boy. He's very brightly green. He's good though. Ooh, this one's like all spooky. He's come to commit war. I don't like that gold there. That's cool though. They're both very good. It's all excellent. I love these painted models. A lot of flowers in this one. This one, just little tufts of grass. This feels like my my current Space Marine. What do we have here? Tufts of grass. Tufts of grass. I don't know how I'm gonna base my Stormcast. I still have a lot of grass left over from when I did my Space Marines. So I could do something based on that. Those look good. Ooh! This model would be no fun. It looks amazing though. We've already taken looks at him though. We've already taken a look at him, so we don't really need to look at him, but he's up for pre-order. Ooh. He's tooting his own horn. This is more lore, which I've not read. Kind of want to read this one though. Yo, look at that art. Yo, look at this. I'm gonna put this in cool stuff we saw today, even though it's like old. That's so good. Look at it. And he's got the black armor with the golds on the dragon. That's so good. Man, that's so good. Should read that. Oh, another thing I bought a Votann Codex. For 20 bucks, I bought an old Votann Codex so I can read about their lore. Very interesting. And I found at another store the old starter set for when Votann released, which is kind of neat. Armies of Renown. They contain major as regiments of renown and armies of renown. The 4 armies of renown, 4 more coming in book 3. So what are they? At the most basic level, armies of renown are self-encapsulated rules designed to give you a thematic way to play an army. They're heavy on theme, taking inspiration from how a faction battles in the narrative, or representing the personal retinue of a mythical hero. From a design standpoint, they're designed to explore new patterns of play without stacking additional rules on top of a battle tome. They also replace existing allegiance abilities, and in that way they're designed to be a little more accessible. All the rules you need are either right on the page or available for free in the Sigmar app. Each army of renown has strong narrative hook and theme, so they're great for narrative play, but also can be designed in match play. We hope to create new ways for players to look at existing collections of miniatures. You already might have a Mega Gargant, and King Brood Stomp provides you with the curious options to explore new miniatures without going on in the battle tome. Okay. The intent is not to replace the core way the faction plays, but explore new avenues. So I wonder if there's gonna be like stuff involving this dude. Yeah. Play armies. Magmagoth, Stormdrake Guard. Huh. Ages. I wonder if there's gonna be one to go with this dude and the two dragons he comes with in the box, like a special regimental rules that you can run for them. That'd be cool. Current set play tested, so they're designed to be relevant. Huh. Totally self-contained, just like Armies of Renowned. Interesting. Regiments of Renowned. That's cool stuff. There's so much in Sigmar I don't know and don't understand. It's very interesting. Oh, more Black Larryberry stuff. Black Talon. I think we looked at some of these books earlier. Yeah, that's cool. La 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 la. Ugh. What's up for pre-orders? We already know. Sigmar. This one's really good. I like this model. I don't know what that guy does, but he's cool. And I love that model. I'd get these guys just because I got the other guy. I'd go so heavy in these though. I just have like a gun line. And I'd have these guys here for objectives. I had the ability to order this fancy version, but like what's the real difference between this version and this version? Like, yeah, it's fancier art, but it's got the same dude on the front. And gold trim, but I can do without that. The Black Talons. Yeah, I'm so excited. Oh, does he have a box with all this in it? Interesting. These models are pretty cool. I had 6 of these, I think, before I sold them off. These weren't released yet when I sold off my guys. What's this? Grimhold Exile. Oh, and that really good Harbinger of Decay. That's an excellent model. Okay, what's available next week? That looks like Cursed City. So we got Necromunda stuff. Oh, look at this guy with his little beep beep robot that goes zoom zoom. And this guy. There's a lot of people that wish Leagues of Votann looked more like these guys. Oh, he's finally coming up. He's a little late, but here he comes. New issue White Dwarf. Warhammer Plus. Oh, and there's a Cursed City thing going. Cursed City Battle Report. Interesting. Nothing to spend money on next week for me. Choice highlights. Battle Bunker stuff. Cursed City. Oh, like Cursed City expansion stuff. New missions. Last Stand. Index of Astartes. Oh, and when I was at the game store, I didn't buy my Space Marine Codex. Haha, oops. I don't want to buy it. I'll buy it eventually. Like, if I go and play, I'll just pick it up in the store, but I'm not really, like, super eager to get it. Oh, it's it's the red. So this is the free mini of the month. That's pretty cool. The paint pot thing they do, and the red gobo. Interesting. Oh, until the 6th of November, and then she's gone. All right, so here's the question. Do I buy her? Because, like, I am interested in that box set, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that box set because it seems like it's, like, the most popular box set. And it's going to be expensive. And do I want to start another 40k army right now? But if I miss out on her, she's just going to go away forever. So part of me is like, maybe you should grab her. So I don't know. I'm undecided. I should decide swiftly though, as time is running out. Spearman! I got 10 of these little guys now. And I have some of those guys. I don't like these. Look at the extra work on the islands. It's like red, but they like put a lighter red and a little dot. So much work. I did not do that much work. First world. Oh, old world stuff. Look at that. Elves and goblins. Those are wolf riders. Oh, wow. It's time to actual rules of the game. Oh, looks at the basic structure of the game. The main phase, strategy phase, game structure. Warhammer the Old World's a new game designed from the ground up. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sorry, but this game died for a reason. There's lots of good bits and pieces, and if they pull all the good bits and pieces together into a cohesive whole, it'll be good, but 8th edition was not good. Simulate large regiments meeting in combat. Volleys of arrows, artillery shots soar overhead, cavalry and wizards and heroes and monsters crash into combat all around them. That's not saying taking plenty of inspiration from what came before, including several populations of Warhammer fantasy battles. Much of the complexity has been kept, and in particular regarding morale, added. But a lot of thoughts put into structure and phases, particularly when units and characters might use these abilities. Interesting. Strategy phase. During the strategy phase, the active player attempts to cast enchantment or hex spells, make use of certain special rules before attempting to rally or fleeing units. Movement phase. Declaration of charges and charge reactions. Then the movement of charging units. After this comes the compulsory movement. So like compulsory movement would be like back when I played orcs in fantasy, you had what are they called? Fanatics. Night Goblin Fanatics. So you'd have a unit of Night Goblins, and then when it got within certain range, the Fanatics would shoot out. You'd put out the 3 models, and then they'd move compulsory. So you roll artillery scatterer dice and then a regular dice, and they'd go that many inches in a random direction. Sometimes through the enemy unit, sometimes right back through your own guys. So that would be the compulsory movement. Finally, any remaining movement is carried out, and conveyance spells are cast. So those are probably spells for movement. So enchantment or hex spells are probably spells that are like buff your guys or weaken your enemies. And then conveyance spells for like extra movement, I'm guessing, or probably just straight up move the person. Shooting phase. During shooting phase, the active player shoots with those units in their army with missile weapons, the war machines, and attempts to cast magic missile and magical vortex spells. Okay, so the magic phase is gone, and it's just been cut up and put into the places where it makes sense, which I like. Because like, where do you put the magic phase if you want to like use it to move people or give bonuses to? Because you can attempt to cast enchantment before attempting to rally. So you could give like an increase in, I don't know for sure, but you could in theory give like an increase in leadership ability to help rally your troops. But do you want magic at the start, or do you want it in the middle, or so? I like it spread out to where it makes sense. Combat phase. During this phase, deadly hand-to-hand combat, melee wizards tend to fend off their attackers with assailment spells. Units that have lost combat may be driven back or become broken and flee. At the end of this phase, once all combat's resolved, the active player turn ends. That's cool. It's a game of rounds and turns. Each game is broken into a number of rounds. During each round, both players will take a turn, each of which is broken into 4 main phases: the strategy phase, movement phase, shooting phase, combat phase, and finally, every phase is broken into 4 steps called sub-phases. So that's kind of like all the games kind of run like this now. We begin with the turn strategy, start turn with sub-phase, or the strategy phase. We begin with the start of the turn sub-phase, which certain units perform special actions or take tests. These aren't common. So one would be like, also with orcs, because I played orcs, would be something orcs had was, I forget what it was called, but if you had to roll leadership on all your orc units, and if they failed, there was limits to what you could do with them. Like I think orcs didn't guarantee charge, while goblins refused to charge because they're scared. Or and black orcs never had amnesty. It's you had to roll amnesty. I think there's an amnesty table. For example, stone trolls take their stupidity test. Yeah, and stupidity test was a thing too. It's also when night goblin fanatics are placed on a table. Ooh, night goblins. I used to call them night goblin fantastics. I always ran fanatics. Always. They flew through everything, including my own guys all the time. Additionally, this particular scenario may require you to check whether a victory condition has been met at this point. You may also use this period to tidy up the table or remove stray casualties and errant dice. The second subphase is more exciting, the command. This is when most character special rules fire off. For instance, a Bretonnian lord banishing the Falcon Horde of freedmen may blow it in the command subphase, hopefully preventing importance from... Oh, wow. During command subphase of the turn, if they're not engaged in combat, this character may attempt to use the Falcon Horn of Freedmen by making a leadership test, using their own unmodified leadership. If this test is passed, until the start of your next sub-phase, enemy units cannot use the Fly X special rule. Just like nowhere in the table? That's crazy, actually. Word Warhammer without magic. You'll notice there's no magic phase. No. I know, I noticed. Immediately. During the relevant phase, Hand of Mork or Gork is a conveyance spell. Oh, Hand of Mork! So yeah, this was a thing I also did, where you could like pick up a unit and move it somewhere else. Third strategy phase is conjuration. I know what this word is, I just can't say it. Which your enemy casts enchantments, magical boosts for your allies, or hexes, penalties for your enemies. I was right. Take turns during this step to choose wizards who aren't fleet. This is going to go in the cool things we saw. Let's just add this to the description of the video, because this is nothing but cool stuff. This is very interesting. I'm very excited for my Tomb Kings. I kind of like recently reorganized what I have, so I'm like getting ready. Oh, and there's Tomb King stuff right here we're going to get to. Tomb Kings, for instance, might choose to cast Digest Incation of Cursed Blades. What's the casting value? You go into more in another article. Oh, so we don't know about the casting value. So casting value is 7+, but we don't know what that means. Because we don't know how you acquire dice. Do you just roll 2 dice always for each spell you're casting? Because back in the day, you had like a magic pool. So the more wizards you had and the more quality wizards you had, you get more dice for your magic pool. There's also things where you like roll for your magic pool. It's all different things through the years. So enchantment, casting value of 7+, range self. Until your next start, any friendly unit that has the undead special rule and caster's command range, may reroll wounds to hit of a natural 1. Oh, so you reroll natural. Okay, that's cool. Phases: rally fleeing troops. As a tap to rally their fleeing. Take a rally test. Roll 2 dice against the leadership characteristic. If you fail, you continue to flee during the movement phase. If you pass, your unit's allowed to a free reform move and returns to the fray. More morale later too. Bear in mind, if your unit is under half strength, it gets a -1 modifier. Under 20%, you need a natural double 1. Interesting. There's a lot more for you killing on Warhammer. Ooh. Plus rules for magic, morale, psychology, and other matters. And a closer look at the faction. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm looking forward to that stuff. And we have a new Necron. He's a spooky guy. He can teleport, I think, or something. I don't know. I think the model's I don't hate it, but I definitely won't be buying it. Oh, this is that rumor engine. This is the rumor engine. Look at that. Look at that. We finally solved a rumor engine by them solving it for us. If this wasn't here, I would have not made that connection. I really thought like this was like the top of something. Like this was going to be a crescent moon. And like this was like on the top of a staff. But it was really the end of a weapon. Huh. He's okay, I guess. Each time small advances, do not make an advance roll for it. Instead, at the end of the phase, add 6 to the movement characters from the model in that unit. In addition, each model unit makes a normal advance fallback move until the move is finished. It can move horizontally through. Oh, so you basically put this guy in a unit and he gets to like teleport the unit. So like they can go through a wall. So like, you got Charger on the wall. Haha. No, I'm here. And then they stab you. That's kind of actually cool, actually. Maybe I do want him. No, I just want a monolith. Big sad. Can't get monolith. I even looked for a monolith at the store today. Monolith. Out of stock, I'm guessing. Monolith. These are funny. They had this in stock at my LGS. What the hell does this do even? Monolith, my beloved. He's so cool. I demand it. And like these types of steps, the Silent King has the same steps on his throne. So thematically good. I want it. But I cannot have it apparently. Because it has been sold out forever. Because everything's sold out. What's selling fast? Show me the selling fast things. No, without Necrons. This thing? Why? These things? I can see that. These things? Why? These things? Why? This guy? Hell yeah. And then these are all sold out. Corn Lord of Skulls. This guy's cool. I saw this guy on the table the other day. He's so cool. So cool. Let's look at the thing I kind of regret not buying, but I don't have the money for it. I didn't mean to click Seraphon. I hate how the whole thing moves. Oh, and I could have bought these guys too. I think, how much were they? How much were they? They were also used. I think 45 was the price of these guys. But I didn't really want them. They're cool, but I'm like, I don't really want 3 halberd guys. Yeah, there it is, Stormstrike Chariot. I like how it can shoot too. And it's got bird cats that are pulling it. They're so cool. Well, oh yeah, and I think I have something fun in my, I made a post in my page. View my channel. Shorts and community. Here it is. Dun, dun. Save that. Save that. Close that up. I found this. It's an old pot of Games Workshop in the terrible hexagon flip caps of Graveyard Earth. Okay. And it's still good. Look at that. I painted on one of my Dark Angels. I think it's a lieutenant or something. I don't know what the heck. No, he's a shield guy. I have no idea. This model I haven't been painting. Look at that. Blast from the past. Ooh, big stretch. I'm gonna go have pizza now. Hey, yeah, fresh pizza. Yeah, I kind of wanted this, but I didn't buy it. There's not really like a place in my army for it, because my army is mostly just dudes just vibing, and like the occasional and some shooting. So it's a very army that wants to like go up slow. So this doesn't really have any friends to go with it. If I had more fast units, like well, I'm gonna have dragons, but so I don't know. Also, this model is amazing. I've always kind of wanted this model, but I never bought it. Probably never will. He's so cool though. Rah! He wants cookies. Feed him all the chocolate chips. He's a good boy. Okay, but that's enough of this. I'm gonna go because I'm very hungry. I've been out all day doing stuff, and boy, do I have a headache. Oh boy. So I'll see you all later, and thank you for watching, and farewell. I have to find the button here.